Okay, looks like we are streaming. Wow, I love it. I gave my LinkedIn home and it is streaming like there. Perfect. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Sudha Jamthe and this is Sudha Live. I miss talking to you all because I switched from a weekly to a monthly schedule. So I've not been talking to you for for a while now. So I have so much to share. I've been busy working on my book. So once it gets out, maybe I'll have more time to talk to you more. Okay. For those of you who are new, I'm Sudha Jamthe, technology futurist from Silicon Valley. And this is Sudha Live. I'm here. You might be watching me live on YouTube or LinkedIn. And I would encourage you to chat your comments and questions on LinkedIn because that's where I'm going to come back, look at your comments and answer questions. Or you might come back and watch this later from the recording. And in that case, also, I still think it's a better idea to, add your comments on LinkedIn because I periodically would come back and check for a little bit. And I'm going to be sharing, this is about opportunities in AI. I will touch upon a little bit on the latest in the AI world, and generative AI is buzzing with so much activity. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And there's also a lot of launches and stuff that's happened. It's a very exciting time for the AI world. So I'm going to share a little bit of that, but my focus is going to be on AI opportunities, jobs, events, call for papers, proposals. And the best part of what I do with you here is about what inspires me. I'm going to share with you what inspires me, people who inspire me, what kind of things they've been doing and things like that. Okay. So let's get started. And this is streaming live on my LinkedIn. So I believe you can directly add a comment. Let me figure that out later to come back and look at your comments. Okay. So, and it's live on YouTube. I'm just double checking that too, so that yes, it is live. So awesome, people. Awesome. So, so many people inspired me. So much is going on in this last month, not just the AI world. I mean, I'm a technology futurist, so I'm in tech, Silicon Valley, and kind of chasing the latest in tech, but grounding myself on what is creating jobs, what is sustainable, what is here to change the world, where is the opportunity for my students to innovate and go do something about it. Okay. So I want to start with, I've lined up a whole bunch of links, but I have a new person. I don't know them, but I heard about them and felt very inspired. And so I'm going to start with Kadambani Jain. 1 second. Let me go back to my Zoom so I can share my screen. Okay, so you see this. So it's a very familiar scene. You must have seen, one woman in a whole group of men, but usually the women shine. And in this case, this looks like a very high-performing team with a lot of amazing people, and you can see them on a magazine cover. I want to highlight Kadambani Jain, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. What inspires me about her work is she's a design head in Homeland Group and in real estate. And she focuses on communication and, she focuses on teamwork. And she says the secret for teamwork is effective communication. And then she explains what effective communication entails as a true leader would be, with a lot of humility. And she says, she talks about very practically the role a manager has to play in setting up this open communication. But she's a star, and you can see her coverage here. I will definitely put this link and the photo. I'll try and find her on LinkedIn and connect, add that link in the newsletter when I share this. So congratulations, Kadambani. So the next person, and I'm very big on pronouncing names right. So if I didn't pronounce a name right, I want to be called out on it, because I will do that right next time and do damage control for that. Okay, so I also had a fun time meeting with an amazing group of students from an MBA school who were visiting here, visiting Silicon Valley this week. And that was wonderful for me because I got to meet them and heard them ask all kinds of questions, because I went to talk about um, innovation strategies, Silicon Valley style, and what are the latest trends in artificial intelligence. And this is ESCP Business School students. Let me share that photo. Okay, so here we are. I hope you're able to see this photo. And this is the 140 students, and such a joy, amazing bunch, full of questions, full of life. I'm so honored to meet them. So congratulations. I hope your Silicon Valley trip is going well. And let me now zoom through a whole bunch of other people who have inspired me. Let me go share my screen. Maybe if I share my whole window, you will get to see all of them. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start with Radhika Mardikar. Let me move this down so then I'll be able to share the whole screen one at a time. I've set it up for multiple windows. So Radhika, congratulations, Radhika. She's starting a full-time role as a data scientist at Lightspeed. So congratulations. I mean, new jobs are always exciting, and all of you who are in the job search mode, who are looking to, go through a transition, maybe with the recent layoffs or general career growth. It's always exciting time. So I hope you can relate to it. And I also like sharing, people from my network who have taken on new interesting roles. Maybe they're hiring and you get to see the companies that are hiring, and then, you could connect with them too. Sunny Zhang is somebody that I admire and follow, and from Women in Tech. And she has been recognized as Houston's top 50 influential women. And this is amazing. And I believe she was nominated by Linda Toyota. And that's one thing I always find, like, when you hear people who are, achieving something, you always hear about them saying thank you to other people. I definitely, it's a sign of humility, but also, it shows where you've come from. So congratulations, Sunny. So the next person I'm going to share is one of my favorite people, Maria. She goes by Marie Brits, Maria Brits. She has spoken at IoT Day before. She's spoken at Weekly Wed in our community. She has been a leader for a long, long time in technology industry, and she's starting a whole new position in Open Gateway as a global delivery director. And congratulations, you're going to do amazing things. We've tracked your journey over many, many years in Telefonica, and congratulations. So big things are waiting in your path, and we are here to cheer for you. So the other person I want to show you is Ishita Majumdar. I don't know why this live window keeps showing up. That's annoying me. So Ishita Majumdar, we haven't spoken to her for a while, and congratulations, Ishita. She's a VP of analytics, data analytics platform. And this is about her award as one of 50 Women of Impact Award. This is amazing. And Ishita is my colleague from eBay from the past. Somebody I've enjoyed with working, truly enjoyed with working. And again, you can see her being a lot grateful and paying it forward. So congratulations, Ishita. Who else have I got? I have an amazing speaker. I didn't know this person till recently. I don't like this ad showing random things, but that's part of the business model. So I'm not endorsing any brand or any kind of company if you show it pop up here. Okay. So Irene Bratzis, she was recently a speaker at Weekly Wed, interviewed by Sneha Jadhav. And she has published this new book called The AI Product Manager's Handbook. I've been waiting for this book for such a long time. And those of you who know me, I teach AI, and everything I do, I kind of bring it back to data and talk about innovation opportunities and how do you build products, since that's kind of my past. And so this was amazing to actually see a handbook. It's a true handbook. I've read this book. I've actually given a quote, an editorial quote for Irene to include in her Amazon profile for the book. But I would recommend this book. And Irene is amazing. And she comes from a place of experience and the ability to communicate this with a lot of detail, a lot of depth in this book. And so I found that very, very, very fun to read this book. And Irene was at Weekly Wed, and she's going to be back at IoT Day on April 9th. And she's going to, build on this topic, or this is a research topic. So she's going to talk about AI product management. What does that mean? And give us a little overview of that in about 30 minutes. And so I'll tell you about IoT Day in a minute, but I wanted to congratulate Irene. Irene, congratulations on your new book. Okay. And this is a person I know from a while back. Her name is Connie Cheng, and she has joined the R&D Technologies as the new Chief Product Officer. I actually met Connie when she was in college, and I've seen her at MIT during my eBay days, and it's wonderful to watch Connie's journey with so many opportunities and figuring out what she would do and growing in her career. And now she's a Chief Product Officer. So congratulations, Connie, and amazing. Okay, and some of you might remember Mr. Varga. Here he is. Alexander Varga is actually starting a new position as a product manager at Fuso, Freightliners, Western Star, and in Daimler trucks and buses in Latin America. And where do we know Mr. Varga from? He did a course about digital twins and connected vehicles, autonomous vehicles. He did a course about that about value creation from data from digital twins and autonomous vehicles. He did that on Business School of AI online. Some of you might have taken his course. He's wonderful. I enjoyed working with him, and he's going to do amazing things. So congratulations, Mr. Varga. Okay, the next person is Christophe Zogby. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Again, if I don't pronounce somebody's name, please please let me know. I will do damage control and correct it the next time, and I'll try and remember it. So Christophe is honored to announce that they are a global AI ambassador for the prestigious Global AI Ambassador Program of Swiss Cognitive. It's a world-leading AI network. So congratulations. Again, this is very humbling to see, all the other people in here. Maybe somebody else here, and I'm just calling out one person that in here, but maybe there are more people that So go follow them. I find that when you see somebody who is called out and given credit or congratulated by one person, there's a lot of these who are there, part of their cohort. And that's where you find amazing people and then find their journey and what they've contributed. And, you can learn so much in a very concentrated way. These are people who are changing the world. Who else do I have here? Oh, Dr. Erwin John Carpio. Dr. Erwin is a force. He actually is a radiologist, and he actually came and spoke in my Stanford class about using AI for using, comparing between X-rays and using it for radiology. So he's a doctor, and I want to, congratulate him because he spoke about AI in radiology at the annual convention of the Philippe College of Radiology. So congratulations. At Philippine College of Radiology. He's based in Philippines. So time zone wise, I don't know if it is morning for him. Maybe he'll tune in and watch this soon. So congratulations, Dr. Erwin. I'm sure you'll do amazing things with this. Okay. Who else? Am I missing anybody here? Okay. So now I'm going to switch to things happening in this space. I teach about AI, and let me show you, pull up my class. Um, so I never spoke about my class this time, and it's coming right around the corner. So if you go to continuingstudies.stanford.edu, my course is called BUS 253, Artificial Intelligence Bootcamp for Product and Business Managers. It's a 5-week online course, 2 hours on Monday afternoons or Monday evenings here in California time, which is kind of odd time for Europe and definitely for Asia. But I find global set of students who are all coming in. So you can go here and download the syllabus and check it out. But this is like a very foundational course on AI. So I cover AI as a technology, AI as a business, AI as a market, and then AI ethics, and then career pivot to AI as 5 different modules. And I bring in speakers. And Aisha Godabe is my student, alum who has come and spoken in the class. Patrick Lynn, author of Mission See, Mission Do, and our own David Kerrigan, uh, who's was the author of many, many things and an AI expert. He has come and he's going to be back. So check it out or pass it on to people, because this is a good opportunity to learn about AI. And this time, other than my usual topics, I've included a module on generative AI. And my upcoming book on generative AI is going to be a course textbook for this. Otherwise, my AIX book, the AIX Designing Artificial Intelligence, is the usual textbook for this. Should not be talking about AI and stubbing on intelligence, artificial intelligence. Okay, so that's the name of the course. If you want to check it out or pass it on to people, because this is a good opportunity, not too expensive for you to kind of, and there's no selection criteria. It's a professional development course. So it's a good opportunity for you to come in and learn. And the best part is my student community, right? I mean, once you're my student, you're going to get my mentorship and help forever. So it's a good opportunity to learn about AI, get a Stanford continuing studies certificate, and then learn from a peer group on what is happening in the space. So this is not about building to code AI. It's not a data science course. This will give you the English version of the different technologies, but then we'll go into the product management and the business side of things, trying to make sense of the market, trying to make sense of your role. But all my students are innovators in some form. So that is what is exciting for me. So this is back my profile. So I'm going to close that window. Did I talk about Jasmia? Jasmia is amazing. Jasmia Henry was our speaker at New Rips, where we went in with Global South in AI, Social Affinity Group, and Jasmia Henry spoke to us. She was working at Microsoft AI. And right when she's turning 29, she had this amazing announcement just a month back that she has joined the MPhil in social data science at University of Oxford. So I find that unbelievable, amazing things are waiting for Jasmia. Congratulations. So we're going to cheer for you, and we're also going to watch as to what you're going to do next, so we can come learn from you and do things with what you're building and creating and your new research in the space. This is a group that I don't know personally, but again, they inspired me, so I thought it's worth sharing. Women in AI Asia Pacific, so APAC. So the Women in AI is a group with, they have chapters, and I don't know if they're truly all connected with each other, but there's some relation with each other. And there's a Women in AI North America, where our own Susanna Raj is part of that. Women in AI Europe is where Aisha was in the accelerator. So we've heard about them again and again, and they're doing interesting things. And these are very, Sunny Zhang, I was talking to you, is also from Women in AI. This is the 2022 winners of the Women in AI Awards, and they were sharing that. And this was unbelievable. Each one of them, I just find that so inspiring. It's just, each person is kind of, creating a whole path. And this is about climate, AI and climate change. And yeah, I'm going to close out this window. So this is my upcoming book. This is what is keeping me busy, that I'm not able to talk to you all as much as I want to. And this is Generative AI, a primer for product and business managers. It's #1 release in internet culture. The book is officially on pre-order. So it's very interesting that it is an internet culture. It's a Kindle book, so easy download digitally from anywhere in the world. And this was done by a real designer. It was not done by an AI. So I'm trying to get an updated version of the manuscript with the latest, greatest news in the generative AI world. And this is not about news. It is about learning the technology. I always cover no-code AI and technology in English. So that's the bulk of this book. And then I have that's a technology section. And then I have a section about business. And what does it mean for you if you are an enterprise and you have data and you want to do prompt engineering, or you want to pick one of the foundation models and you want to get into the space? What are the opportunities? What are the threats? How do you make sense of it? Is it going to go the cloud versus core direction? Is it going to be open source? Should you bet on one foundation models? What does middleware layer means? How do you take your data from the enterprise and securely build products? Lot of questions, lot of gaps to innovate. So I have a box call out saying call for innovation or throughout the book. And then, you can do stuff with this and say, oh, that's interesting. This place is not taken. I can go innovate in this. And then I have a section on product management because this is my typical audience. And so how do you build product in an API economy? What does building a middleware mean? Can you automate some of the things in prompt engineering? So there's a lot of possibilities. And then I have the societal impact and ethics and equity and the legal aspect of it and things like that. So that's what this is. This is coming. You can pre-order now, but the book, you'll get the copy on the 7th of April, next Friday. Okay. Let me stop the share for a minute. I don't like this light showing up on my face. So if somebody has an idea on how do you do this, where you have the camera, but it doesn't show on your glasses, somebody please educate me, because I want to do that. Okay, so you can actually go find my book, Generative AI, a primer for product and business managers, on Amazon, or I have a nice bit.ly called bit.ly/generative AI book. Okay. I wanted to show, let's see what anybody's commenting on LinkedIn. And you have a question for me. Okay. Okay, so there is, if you're not ready to buy the book, you can still get information. It's just right now I'm busy with the book, so I'm not sitting and writing blogs and doing all kinds of things that I usually do. So yes, thank you for that question. See, I get the light on my face again. That's so annoying. So I have a website called generativeaibook.org. I think that's the right URL. And of course, you can click and pre-order. But if you sign up, I'm going to start sending you some material, learning material on this. And then you can figure out if you're ready for this book or this topic in general. Where will all these links show up? Thank you for that. So bit.ly/Jamthe newsletter is where I publish my newsletter. And so you can go there, look at it, or sign up, and then you'll get it in your email. And you will get past newsletters where I'm sharing jobs and events and all kinds of opportunities. So bit.ly/Jamthe newsletter, where this one will go, today's link and this recording and everything else will go. So the big thing is, in the generative AI space, there's been a lot of activity. I got access to New Bing. I got access to Bard just this morning. There's been a lot of interesting things. Of course, Midjourney has this 5.0 by which you can generate images. I just heard about how Khan Academy has integrated GPT-3. There's a lot of stuff happening. I don't know if they've linked GPT-3 or GPT 4.0. So you might want to check it out at Khan Academy. They have a demo. And then the newest announcement came from Mozilla. This is one of my favorite news items. So they've created a startup called Mozilla.ai. So they call it with a $30 million funding, fully funded by Mozilla Foundation. And they say it is a startup and a community to build trustworthy open source AI ecosystem. Lot of good words here. I've had people talk to me from enterprise and said, is this going to be some foundation models by some big companies? Is it going to be the open source world? Stable Diffusion has put things on open source. There have been a lot of other AI that has been built on top of that. Like I tried one called Scribble Diffusion. There's a bunch of those. But at this point, whoever is doing it, this on open source, doesn't look like they're just being very altruistic about it. It seems like that's a method by which you get a whole bunch of people to build on that. So for Stable Diffusion, there's Scribble Diffusion. There's one music one called Refusion. Do you want to take a look at what Refusion looks like? Let me find it for you. I'm going to share the screen. So Refusion, Riff plus Diffusion. And it was created by Seth Forks. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry, I don't want to mess up the name. And Marty Ross as a hobby project. And so what they did is Stable Diffusion generates images. What they did is anything that's a foundation model, you can fine tune with your own set of data. So what they did is they fine tuned the model to generate images of spectrograms. And then they created music from that, right? They converted that to audio. Here's the frequency, and then they got the audio to be generated from there. So this is beautiful, beautiful. Very creative, very, very creative. I just thought that was one of the models on open source. So we'll watch what Mozilla.ai is doing. And if you're working on trustworthy AI, and if you're my student who has taken AI ethics or inclusive AI course with Susanna Raj, I would urge you to watch what Mozilla.ai is doing. And they've said, oh, contact us, come work with us, be part of our community. So I'm going to see. I would love my students to be part of this. I would love to be part of this and figure out how we can help them. So I'm cheering for them. So the last thing that I want to tell you, but the most important project that I've been working on is with Pariya Sarin. And you might remember Pariya Sarin, our intern from NeurIPS, Global South in AI. And she presented a paper. She's presented a poster with me and Susanna. And she has been working to bring IoT Day back to us. And here is IoT Day. So it's bit.ly/IoT Women. And this is Roxy Stimson. That's me. We come together once a year for IoT Day with all women lineup of speakers to do a live stream for 24 hours. And it's always on April 9th because April 9th is World IoT Day. And how do we do that? Because we do get to sleep. So we set it up for recording live streaming from the previous night, April 8th, when it becomes 9 a.m., April 9th in Singapore. That's when we kick off. And then, so it's essentially from 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. from the previous night to the next, until April 9th. And 9 a.m. in every time zone, we have recorded sessions from amazing, brilliant, amazing, world-changing women. And you can keep watching that. If you're just part of the YouTube, you're watching it on the YouTube, it'll stream into YouTube. I'm trying to figure out whether I can get this to stream on YouTube and LinkedIn. And if like we are doing now, and if that works, it's great, I'll make it happen. And otherwise, if you come to bit.ly/IoT Women, the record, you'll see the schedule, and you will also see the recording. And you can just come. This is all, last year's IoT Day 24 Women schedule. And these are the speakers. We'll be updating them with more of our this year's latest speakers adding. And I want to stop and show you Ruth Nuduta. And she actually spoke to us about BERT and showed us a demo on how to build BERT algorithm. BERT algorithm powers Google search, at least till recently. And it's a generative AI algorithm. And it became a precursor from there. The whole GPT world picked off. And she showed us that just last year. Can you imagine? And so she's going to be back. And we are going to hear from her, see what she's up to. So we're going to have an amazing bunch of women come in. And the good news is we have 24 women in 24 hours. So I was telling you about the recorded sessions that's going to happen all through my night. It could be your morning 9 a.m. in your time zone. And then we get to sleep. And then morning, my time, 10 o'clock here in California, which is still a little overlap with Africa and Europe. And so I hope to see some of you join us live. And we're going to have a whole schedule of live speakers starting from 9 o'clock. So me and Roxy will kick off at 10 o'clock, not 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then we go from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock is a live session. We'll take a half-hour lunch break. And we're going to have a lot of panels, a lot of presentations. Let me see if I can get you the schedule on what that looks like. And while you're listening to the schedule, I want you to see who these amazing women are. So thank you, Pariya. And Pariya generated, this is Pariya Sarin, and Pariya generated this using an AI. And so congratulations, Pariya. And so the theme for IoT Day Women for this year is soft spoken, but strong personality. And that would remind you of many, many women who you have worked with who are brilliant at their work, but they don't raise their hand or they're very soft spoken. I know a few of them. I'm not a soft spoken woman, but I can see the topic, how it can resonate with many of you. So we start off at 10 a.m. Here's me and Roxy, and here's Pariya. And then 10:30, we have a new speaker. So we have about 50% of our speakers are new compared to last year. So we are trying to bring new women from various different networks so that, we get to learn from them. And it's not just my network or Roxy's network, and it's not the same set of people. Because they are also busy, not everybody is available, and we try to bring fresh perspective, fresh topic, fresh experiences and all that. So we're going to start at 10:30 with Aslam from UK talking about object detection in Internet of Multimedia Things. Remember, this is IoT Day. So we are going to have IOMT, as she calls it. And this is done using deep neural networks and event processing. I'm very excited to learn from Aslam on this topic. And then this is a tentative schedule, and we will push it around based on, time zones, because what we try to do is we try to bring interesting topics to us. And we also want to make sure that it makes time zone sense for these amazing women. So we'll have a session on generative AI, more like a panel. And then we actually have one to our title, Soft Spoken Strong Personalities. And do you remember Oluneye Oluwale? She is a force. She's the person who brought amazing collection of stories from world-changing women and launched and authored this book called Butterfly Effect. She was there talking at Weekly Wed a couple of weeks back. And so Olu will be there joining us live. We're going to have a session on AI ethics with Susanna. Where is Divya? Divya Dwivedi, she is here. Susanna Raj. Aishatu Godabe, I saw Aishatu somewhere. She does AI art and she's a peace technologist. Oh, Aishatu, I can't find Aishatu's picture in here, but she's somewhere here. I saw it. And then we have a bunch of new speakers. We actually have a topic. We're going to have Dr. Tera Sahib drive a discussion about ChatGPT, because, ChatGPT has taken the world of AI by force, and there's so many possibilities to that. So we're going to have some discussion on that, on how that's evolving. And then Irene, the author I was telling you about, is going to be talking about AI product management. Leah is going to be talking about prompt engineering, and that's a hot new field. And then the new speakers, Aisha Tukurape is here. There's a bunch of new speakers who are joining us. We have Marie Lamar, Professor Yu Chen, Bridget, Amilin, Mosima. Mosima, we met at New Rips in December. She is a force, and I just love her talk. She's done a recording session that we are going to live stream at 9 a.m. South Africa time. Asra, Sneha is our host from Weekly Wed. Ine Yenki is from South Sudan. She runs this organization called Go Girl. She's come and spoken to us in the past, and she is working to bring gender equality in by educating women in STEM. Ruth Niduta is the one who taught us BERT I was telling you about. Reham Salman and Sanju Xavier. I've not seen them before, so I'm excited to hear from them. Myra, this is our author of AI product management. She's going to talk about Bibik Behera, Natasha Newbold. These are again new faces. Sam Wigglesworth has come and taught NLP for us. Now she's showing us how NLP chatbots have now kind of transitioned to this new type of chat GPT like chatbots, and how do you build them? What's the difference? She came and gave a quick short talk about this at women's planning session we did for IoT Day, not for IoT Day, for March 8th for International Women's Day. So she's going to come and do a longer session. So I am so excited because each time, am I sharing this? Okay. No wonder. Thank you for letting me know. So I'm not going to start repeating this. I'm just was giving names of people. Now you can see who they are. Here is thank you, special thank you to Pariya Sarin, our intern. Here is Olu. Here is Professor Yu Chen. She's actually talking about her project, how she's created an AI for social good course at College of Business, Lucas College of Business at San Jose State. These are new faces. I was giving their names. Aishatu is a peace technologist. Musima Masate is the one I was saying is a force. Amazing about how women have to, think about their various roles and then do their part to mentor and inspire younger women. That is what we do. This you get to see all women speakers all day long for 24 hours. Come back and watch the recording. Participate live if you're able to join at any time. And so the live will be on a Zoom session from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock on April 9th. The recorded sessions will be set up to stream. So it's not yet been put out to the world already. So it will be set up to stream from the previous evening, April 8th here for me, 5 o'clock. And that would be from 9 a.m. Singapore time. So it's literally wherever you are in the world at 9 a.m. your time zone, there's going to be a live stream going. And it's on my YouTube. It's the same YouTube where you're watching this also. And we'll be sharing all this also. So if you want, you can come register here, bit.ly IoT Women 2023. So, and I was telling you about Sam, who's an NLP expert, did a course on that. It's coming back. Leah is our resident expert on prompt engineering. She opened my mind on how big prompt engineering is. She focuses on prompt engineering for image generation, but she got me thinking about this. So now I understand prompt engineering is much bigger when you interact with chatbots in a text modality, in a voice modality, music modality, code modality. So it has helped me, enrich that and do more research for my book. So I am super excited. This is on April 8th to 9th, right? It's April 9th everywhere in the world. So bit.ly IoT Day Women 2023. So I hope you will come, learn from these amazing women, cheer with me, ask questions, and be part of this. We have been doing this for the 5th year, I think. Maybe it's the 6th year. And this is unbelievable. I just love it. It's a hell of a lot of work. And, I'm going to, right after I get off this call, I'm going to start uploading the videos that have come from the various women. That's what me and Pariya are going to do all through today and tomorrow. And I have to launch my book with the latest manuscript. So that's the other thing that I'm working on. So for those of you who are my new students, I'm going to be sharing this video. So maybe you'll come and watch this. I will be responding to your first day assignment with your introductions, but I will be officially starting communication with you only end of next week, not sooner than that. And next week, I'm actually going to do an exciting recording of a new course on LinkedIn Learning. I already have one course on LinkedIn called Learning No Code AI. I have a new course about artificial intelligence in IoT. I don't know what the name of the exact final name of the course would be. I can't tell you when it will launch. We finished pre-production, and so we are in the production mode. I'm just going to go to the LinkedIn Learning Studios and start recording. So it's going to be an exciting, busy week. You won't see me tweeting in the middle of the day because I'm busy recording, and then I'll be done. So I hope I will connect with you. I'm going to be doing this back only again another month out for April. But if you follow me on my newsletter, bit.ly Jamthe newsletter, you'll get all the links that I was shared. You'll see all the inspiring women I was mentioning, and get details about how to sign up for IoT Day and everything else. I also have a bunch of jobs and bunch of events that I'm going to be putting out. But I would just want to make sure that I can't keep going over every single event because that might not be as interesting for you. But for those of you who heard about Ine Yankee's work in South Sudan, April 3rd is the deadline for ICT girls as a call for, let me just show that one thing before I wrap up for the day. Because this is applicable to you in the South Sudan world there, I mean, in South Sudan area out there. So you can apply for a 3-day IoT membership by Go Girls ICT initiative. And and you can email and send a motivation letter to application@gogirlsict.org. One of the things I like about what Ine is doing is, she's one of those soft-spoken and strong personalities. She and her co-founder Eva, they are very, very organized about operationalizing this. They think about the safety, they think about connectivity, they think about creativity and equitable access and all kinds of things, and they've been running this for a while. And so this is this is their international digital skills for life program, and they're calling for mentors. So I hope if you're in the local area that if you can participate with them, you would be able to, engage and apply for a mentorship program. Okay. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. So bit.ly Jamthe newsletter, you'll get all the links. If you come to IoT Day, bit.ly/IoT Women, you'll be able to participate in IoT Day and hear from this 24 brilliant women that I was excitedly, giving you a lot of names, but I hope you will have time to, pick the ones that you want to hear from, follow them, follow their journey, draw inspiration from that, and do something about it. So on a broad sense, it'll be different topics of IoT, a lot of different AI, a lot on generative AI, and data. I don't think we have autonomous vehicle topic this year because I'm focusing on generative AI with my new upcoming book. And so if you have a topic on that, you want to talk about it, you are welcome to join. But we are going to be, organizing this in multiple panels. If you work in the AV space, you can ping me. I always love to bring you in. If we don't get you in for IoT Day, I would like to invite you back for Weekly Wednesday that we do every Wednesday at 8 a.m. here in California time, 17-hour in Europe and 17-hour in Nigeria. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you, everybody, for hanging around with me. It was a lot of content. I mean, every time I do this each week, it's felt like a lot. And then trying to bring this all together on a monthly basis with so much. And also, like, so much is happening at this time, especially with generative AI and the whole buzz around AI and trustworthy AI. So I'm so humbled that you choose to spend your Friday evening with me, or a Saturday morning if you're already in Asia. I appreciate that. And stay safe, stay connected, and I will see you online. I'll see you at Weekly Wednesday, or I will see you back at IoT Day the end of next week. Next Sunday, April 9th is IoT Day. And I wanted to share that IoT Day is not just something that's limited to my work. Let me check. Let me see whether I can share that. IoT, if you say iotday.org, you will go to a bunch of activities, because IoT Day is a global phenomena. We are doing the IoT Day Women. This was initiated by Rob Van Kranenberg from IoT Council. In fact, Rob was here at Weekly Wed and spoke to us. So if you go to my YouTube, you'll again find the recording of the conversation about IoT, the trends, how it is tied to data and connectivity and ownership, and how it is shifting power and business models, and amazing topics. And Rob started IoT Council, and he like a think tank, and he started the IoT Day. So if you go to iotday.org, you can see a lot of different IoT. Here's ours, Sudha, Jamthe, and Roxy Stimson. That's us. You will also see this year's theme is IoT for Good. And let me show you some events. So you can go find events in your country or region. Some of them are online. So there's IoT Day France. This is ours. This IoT Day in Mexico. There are, or on based on specific topic, if you're interested in embedded systems, on AIoTI, specifically about the European Web3 accelerator. This is from Gerald Santucci. There is IoT Day Argentina. ThingsCon, I've spoken a lot about them. They do a wonderful job with IoT Day each time. There's IoT in the Park. I like that pun on that word. There's a roundtable to understand there's a new EU Cyber Resilience Act. And so there is a discussion about that. And I've just covered one page, so I'm going to stop there. So iotday.org, and you can go find something that's, interesting, where you can learn or join in for a discussion, or come to IoT Day Women and listen from amazing, amazing, amazing women. And there's got to be something that you've not learned about in the IoT space. There's got to be something that somebody is doing. I just find that each year, this is my 5th time or 6th time. I told you I don't remember 5th or 6th. I got to go check, but I find that inspiring every single time. Every single woman, they're just changing their part of the world, and I'm humbled and honored to be part of this whole thing with Roxy Stimson. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you, everybody. Follow up on bit.ly/Jamthe newsletter. If you're already there, you'll get the later newsletter with all these links. Otherwise, I will see you at next Weekly Wed on Wednesday morning, or I will see you at IoT Day Women, bit.ly IoT Day Women. And I hope I will see you, and you can come in as audience and cheer for these women, or come back and watch the recording, no problem. And if you're seeing this later, come and post a comment also, that's fine. So with that, let me wrap up. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time when I do this Sudha live, or I will see you online in one of IoT Day or Weekly Wed event. Okay, thank you, bye-bye. Let me figure out how to stop the